Welcome aboard for another video.
Thanks, Conductor Keith. The purpose of this video is to check off one of my big bucket list items and cross the Fourth Bridge. The Fourth Bridge was completed in 1890, is 2.5 kilometers long, and is a World Heritage Site. So Dave, how are we going to do this?
Well, Terry, today I've brought you to Camelin Railway Station. We're going to catch the next train into Edinburgh Waverley, and from there we'll catch a train over the Forth Bridge.
This is the station we're leaving from. Of course, it was a treat to see a Class 66 locomotive while we were waiting. All the Class 66s were built in London, Ontario. For those that don't know, it's essentially a SD40-2 in a smaller loading gauge and different body. And here's our train to Edinburgh, right?
To Edinburgh Waverley.
Awesome. Looks kind of full. Here we go. So we're on board.
I'll have to put my hat on.
So we're on board. Here we go.
The next station is Falkirk Graveston.
We're stopped at a station here now.
Falkirk Graveston. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform as you leave the train. We'll soon arrive at Linlithgow.
The old palace you catch glimpses of off in the distance there is where Mary, Queen of Scots was born.
With you before.
I like all these old stone stations. An old HST. Love those.
Right, okay, good. Yeah.
Well, that's exciting, look.
Soon arrive at Haymarket. Don't forget to take your belongings with you before you leave the train. We'll soon arrive at Edinburgh Waverley, which is the last station on this route.
Well, here we are in Edinburgh.
We've arrived safe and sound.
Safe and sound, in fact. So Dave, this was our chariot to get here.
It was.
The old riveted bridge. What a historic, wonderful station this is. Eh?
Well, Terry, in front of us here we have the Scott Monument, a monument to Sir Walter Scott.
Now, I was at this monument, have pictures of it from when I was 15 years old, so this is kind of exciting. There's Livingston. Now up there on that hill, right in the center, is the world famous Edinburgh Castle. I was there when I was 15, which is 40 years ago. So we have our ticket from here in Edinburgh to North Queensferry. North Queensferry is the other side of the bridge, right?
So North Queensferry is the first station on the north side of the bridge.
So in Canada, we have the similar signs at rail stations and whatnot. Talk to us, we'll listen, you know, in case somebody's thinking about ending their life or whatever. And so that's nice to see, just like home. So of course I have to find a toilet. Aha, success. So we're about to leave here on this train to see the Forth Bridge. After 40 years of waiting to do this, I'm a little bit excited. I saw this bridge when I was 15 years old from afar, and ever since have wanted to ride across it. Well, here we go. So an announcement said, if you see anything unusual, to tell the staff. And I thought,
It's a cheeky boy.
And then an arrival to Glen Office returning at 15:14. Please may I ask all passengers have their tickets ready for inspection. Thank you.
Alight here for the tram link to Edinburgh Airport. Please mind the gap when alighting from this train.
Yeah. Right, so, yeah, if you can tell me. You know what I mean? It's not even about you. Leaving Viceroy Street.
Please mind the gap when alighting from this train. This is North Queensland. This train is for Scotrail.
All right, so we just crossed the bridge. That was fantastic. Here is a mosaic of the bridge. These ships under there. That's a big mosaic. Wonderful old railway station. There's the bridge in the distance. The 60th anniversary of the closure of the Queens Ferry Passage after it had been operating for almost 900 years. We're in the waiting room here at the train station. Some interesting pictures. Yeah. Look at that. There's the clock from 1890. When I zoom it in, you can see the crest of the North British Railway Company. So we're walking down this road. The rail line's right there, and the station is just to the left of that little bridge right there. But we're walking down this road to see if we can't see a view of the bridge. I just love the old houses here and there, you know. I mean, they're everywhere. This is a very, very ancient place. Makes a lovely sound, doesn't it? Here's what would have been a water fountain in 1816. It's like, what? They can't decide? This ancient spring was restored by lovers of the ferry for the solace of wayfarers and in memory of 60 years of Her Majesty's happy reign, happily completed 1837, 1897.
Because of course back in those days, most people getting off of the ferry, because there was no bridge, would walk up this road
Yeah,
and be refreshed by the Jubilee well.
there you go. Well, here we are.
We've made it.
This will give you some sense of scale of the size of this bridge. Well, you know, Dave, it's been on my bucket list for 40, almost exactly actually, 40 years to ride across this bridge. I really want to thank you for making this happen for me.
No problem, Terry. I'm just really glad that you've achieved that and you've come across the Forth Bridge.
It was awesome.
No problem.